Hello. Um, basically thought I should come on here and address the elephant in the room. Um, we need to overthrow the government. Like, come on, guys. What are we doing? Seriously, what are we waiting for? It's getting worse every day. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Here's what I think, okay? We're at, okay, crazy idea, okay? What if, hear me out, hear me out. What if we just started. No. Let me rephrase. Okay. I don't. I really strongly dislike the amount of judgment that people cast upon others for their political orientation or their religious views. And I say that as a person who in the past has cast a ton of judgment and dislike for religion, for God, for certain political ideologies, certain ways of thinking, and as somebody who has been that person, I think the world could use so much less of that. I don't know what changed my perspective truly. But there was a point where I went from believing that uh certain people didn't deserve my time of day because of the way their political affiliations were attached to their character in my mind. You know what I mean? Like I just couldn't see people past this thing that they believed in. But I started to think about it differently. Uh, I feel like everybody believes, thinks, and understands different politics and different. I mean, we all come from radically different stories, right? We're all affected by insanely different circumstances throughout our lives that just shape us in so many ways. You know, so many people grow up in places where, and I don't mean just geological places, yes, certain mindsets are more typical with maybe certain areas of the United States, right? Um, but it's just your circumstance, right? I mean your specific circumstance. Nobody can truly understand where you've been, what you've seen, what you've heard, what you've done. Nobody, nobody on earth, no matter who you are, no matter who they are to you, nobody on earth will ever be able to see everything that you've seen the way that you saw it, the way that you experienced it, the way that you lived it. You cannot share another person's experience. So who the fuck am I to judge the way you feel, the way you've acted, the way you've been. I don't know you then because I can never truly know you, right? I can't see you through your eyes, which is to truly know you. And even then, like when we're seeing ourselves through our own eyes, are we truly knowing ourselves? But I see you now, I'm here with you now. So why can't we join hands and create a movement to change the world together? I don't care where you've been. I don't care what you've done. I don't care who you were. I I want to know who you will be, and I want to hold your hand as we fucking like restructure the system because it's not working. It's not working. Our government is controlled by money, and it's so obvious. They're playing in our face. You know what I mean? Like, we can all see. Everybody's waking up. The government is controlled uh, by the strings of something that, like, truly on a fundamental level is not tangible, right? Money is just paper that we've, like, assigned value to. We no longer have a gold standard, you know? We're all like seeing the effects of what they're doing to our planet, what they're doing to us. And so many people feel more isolated than they've ever felt. So many people feel alone, even though we're so connected on a level that we never have been. We, we can speak to each other from other parts of the world. Uh, that has only, like, we can do it while looking at each other's faces, you know what I mean? And that has only happened within the last 100 years. Um, the progress of our species is insane. Uh, we need to preserve this beautiful world that we are in. We need to preserve the people in it. We cannot condone violence against other people over political agreements. Like, truly, 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 it is not okay that our government goes into so, so many fucking countries and slaughters so many people. Let's just, like, say it how it is. Um, they, they like, because at the end of the day, no matter what those people were representing, no matter what those people did, no matter where they came from, no matter what they believed, at the end of the day, that was someone's child. That was a baby once. We were all born from the same place, the same infinite darkness where we all came from. We all have a soul, and we all have a purpose here on this earth. We were all born for a reason. I believe that is to spread light, beauty throughout the world and to manifest love in like every action that we can take. Um so I just why are we still at this place with other people that live in the same class as us, that are in the same struggle, right? And viewing them as the other, you know, we are oppressed by a financial system that is draining us, and we're on the verge of a technology that could put so many people out of jobs. You know what I mean? We we need to change the course of our future. Nobody likes the way that it's going. I don't know how. I don't know how, but like, can we have a conversation at this point? Can we all have a conversation? Regardless of what we've believed in up until this point, regardless of what we've done. Whoever the fuck we voted for in the past, or whoever the fuck we supported in the past, whatever the fuck mindset we we've had or do have, who cares? Can't we all just acknowledge that it's not working for the common man? That this system is not working for the common man? We are all poor, you know? We are all struggling. We are all struggling to find jobs. I don't care if the stock market is up. I don't care if the stock market is looking good, okay? Maybe that's good for y'all with 401ks and da 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 da, but oh, they say it won't crash. They say it won't. Don't worry. Read my tone. We I just like, can we do something? And like, can we stop the infighting? Can anyways, that's how I've been feeling lately. I went on a hike recently. I'm in Colorado, so obviously hiking is lovely up here. But what the fuck? It's January. Like, what the fuck? Um, for my entire life, hiking trails are closed during the winter. Hiking trails get closed when there's too much mud, where it's not safe to hike. And usually there's too much mud when there's a bunch of snow and snow melt. Okay? Some hiking trails don't get closed off, obviously, but you know what I mean. What is this? I was I was sitting on a rock for hours, basking in the sun. Not a drop of snow in sight. Or I guess like a patch of snow. Uh, insane. I know we're all feeling the effects of climate change, like, globally. Um, it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. And the amount of plastic waste that I see in, like, products on the shelf, it's terrifying. We could restructure this. It's all unnecessary. It's all unnecessary. It's because these corporations are ganging up behind our backs, meddling together, and deciding, like, hey, as long as we all make the same general kind of product, we can get away with doing it whatever way we want. As long as we all use hella plastic in our products and then upcharge for sustainably packaged products, we can get away with tons of waste as long as we fucking want. So long as we all agree that our light bulbs will stop working by this amount of time, we can all make our light bulbs last, like, have shorter lifetimes so that they buy more. But all we need is to all get in on it. Okay, here's my question. Why is it that all of these corporations can get in on the strategy together, agree on the mutual goal, and play in our faces? You know? Let's play back. Let's play back. Get with me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get with me. Uh, let's all sing Kumbaya and kiss and, you know what I mean? Like, dap each other up. you are my brother and you are my sister because we were born from the same womb of the earth. Anyways, another point I didn't hit on is like I don't like fuck with religious discrimination. Um I was raised to be an atheist, and for my whole life I kind of like I'm not my whole life. I want to say this was probably up until I was like 13 or 14. But when I was younger, I used to have this like judgment towards religious people, and I used to believe that they just like believed in something that was fictional. That's what I kind of equated God to. Um, and I would just tell myself that believing in something and manifesting something's reality was not enough to mean that it was real to someone. You know what I mean? But over time, I've come to believe that if you choose to have faith in something, it will be real. You know what I mean? Uh, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you believe in, that's your reality. Faith creates reality to so many people. I think it's beautiful. I think faith is something that builds community. Um, I do think a lot of like religious organizations, you know, have a lot of systemic flaws and have been like kind of co-opted by dishonest interests, to say the least. But I think at the core of religion is this desire for community and this desire to be understood by people who share your faith, and a desire to kind of just come together and take solace and companionship in the fact that you believe in the same thing. And I've come to believe and come to realize that that's beautiful. Um, I've also I've also like come to believe in my own interpretation of what God is to me and what God is for myself. I don't think everybody necessarily has to have God. You know what I mean? And of course, I don't judge people who uh, feel the way I used to felt, right? I can't judge someone who's walked in my own shoes. You know what I mean? Um, I've done wrong, so I try not to pass judgment onto others who make mistakes. You know, I just try to believe in everybody's capacity to grow. Um, and I believe because I have faith in everybody's ability to grow, to change, to love, and to become a better person. I believe that's real. That's my reality, you know what I mean? And I see it around me all the time. I see it in myself. And yeah, let's grow together. Um, let's let's find ways to appreciate, love, and integrate everybody's differences into every corner of the world. Um, yeah, I don't know. If you watch this video, let me know if you have any ideas for how we can overthrow the government, um, and any ideas for what we should replace it with. Obviously, like, I don't know. Um, this is why I'm coming to the internet for suggestions. So, let me know. Anyways, okay, bye.